We back at it again.
For the culture.
I'm a big fan of culture.
For the culture. My God.
Shout out to Culture.
For the Culture podcast.
Type.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
It's a pleasure to be
And
here.
welcome back for the Culture Podcast. We are here with the one and only Kimmie from Q97. We are so excited to have you today. How are you?
Thank you for having me. This is so much fun.
We're honored to have you. Man, you know, we have to hire a tracker, bounty hunter. You know, we even have to pay, you know, some of your partners on the station to tell us of your whereabouts. I mean, it's been hard tracking you.
Oh my God.
Man, where you been?
I've been everywhere, I think.
I heard.
Pretty busy, but
I hear you
pretty
like
blessed.
turning off your location.
That too. Nobody tracked me.
I like it. So, man, tell us a little about, man, who's Kimmie? This amazing personality that we wake up to and get to hear as we're on our way to our jobs.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm Kimmie, but my real name is Kimberly Marquez. Okay. But I go by Kimmie. The nickname was given to me kind of like in high school, I think. Really? Actually, it was
First boyfriend.
No, no, my friends. But I think I developed it because at first it was like Kimbo Slice. What's up, Kimbo Slice? You know, Kimmie, yeah. Kimberly, I don't know. And I didn't know who Kimbo Slice was until people kept just telling me like, oh, Kimbo Slice, what's up? And then I Googled it and it's a wrestler, right? Like boxer. Yeah.
UFC fighter, I think.
And then I got
knockout artist. Oh, so you was knocking people out.
I guess. I mean,
wow.
I was a cheerleader, so I was, knocking people out.
Competition before they could get there.
Something like that, right? So, and then after that, I was like, Kimmie, I love Kimmie. It's shorter for Kimberly, so. Born and raised in Fresno. I went to Roosevelt High School.
Nice.
Rough Riders.
Ooh, I know there's quite a few people rocking the Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's Tigers.
Well, I used to go to Computech. Off camera, you were telling me you went to Edison.
Right. So you went to Computech for 2 years and then decided to go across town. What was that about?
I didn't do the 6-year program.
You could have just, through the fence.
No. A lot of my friends,
Black top.
I know.
Counselor's office, registration.
Black and gold. Come on.
For the green?
Come on.
Man,
green and gold.
I know.
Yeah. But you
didn't like the cheerleader uniforms.
No, I did. I loved them actually because they're black and gold. And I love the black uniforms. Like they just look so good.
It would have went perfect with your
jealous.
complexion as well.
I tried to protest at Roosevelt and I tried to say, oh, I want black and green and gold. That would be really cool to have those uniforms. But no. I know my coach was like, no, white, green, and gold. But I love them too.
Right,
so
true. Roosevelt, good school though. Good school. Man, a lot of great people came out of there.
Yeah, School of the Arts.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess. Should I point to myself?
Yes, I mean, hey, you did that.
Right. Humbly.
You did that. You did that. Which obviously led you to being a radio host, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, how were you inspired?
I didn't really know what I wanted to do after high school. Everyone had an idea like, oh, I'm going to Fresno State. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that after I graduate. And I'm like, I always wanted to be an actress. So I got into theater at Roosevelt High. And then I was hosting rallies, lunch activities, and I was on the mic, as an MC.
Really?
And, of course, I was the captain of my cheer squad, so.
You weren't shy?
In front of the crowd, always.
You were the party?
I guess,
right?
I was everybody's friend.
More
like I was everyone's friend.
Right.
And I think that motivated me to do more for the school and have that school spirit. But after high school, I was like, okay, well, I got to get it together because what am I going to do? Everybody knows what they're going to do, but me? All I know is that I wanted to be in front of the camera and, do different things. I didn't really know that I wanted to be behind the mic, really, and do radio. I didn't.
You do have a voice.
Thank you. And I think it developed over the years because in the beginning it was a little rough. Very rough.
Trial and error.
But I'm the type of person that I love to learn. I love to grow. And I always dedicate myself to get better and be better.
Yes.
And just beat my old self, right? But so then I heard about this internship program at a local radio station B95, and so
Oh, shout out. To
yeah,
B95.
I started with them
Okay.
in the beginning, and I was able to get an internship right after high school. Although it was a little rough in the beginning because my interview went so bad. You can hear me
That's
talk
gonna
a
be on
lot
the
right
next
now,
episode about the interview going bad, right?
right? That's
But bad turned into good.
season 4, episode 2. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of rocky, and I think it's also because it was like my first interviews coming out of high school freshly. And Greg, shout out Greg from the Greg and Dre Morning Show on Q97.1. He was a program director at that station at the time, and he interviewed me.
Okay.
And shout out Jizzo also for getting me the interview. Thank you so much.
We got a lot of shout outs.
Yeah. And yeah, so after that, the interview just went bad. I don't even know what I said. And I don't even think I was answering any questions. I was nervous, probably.
Right.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird because I'm not, a shy person. Like,
Man,
but I
know-
was,
You know,
I guess.
you did come in a little shy.
I did?
Yes.
I was like, oh, hi.
Right.
everyone. Hey, I'm Kimmie. But I guess. Yeah, so after that, I don't know how I even got the internship, but I did get the phone call like the next day, and then later on, I figured out why I got the internship, and he was like, you came in here, you only said like 2 words. Greg told me this. He was like, but I saw something in you after you mentioned that you hosted your lunch activities and rallies, and you were the MC, and you were a cheerleader, you were involved in your school, in high school, by the way.
Right.
Then I was like, okay, she has potential. I'm going to give her a shot.
Okay.
And because of that opportunity, the rest is history.
Wow. That's amazing.
Kimmie from the radio was born.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And, but,
Uh-oh.
there's a but. Yes, there's a but. And I don't know, yes, actually, when I did that station for like 2 semesters, like a year. And then so many changes happened. I wasn't able to come back anymore. And then Greg and Dre were also out from that station. And
The crew.
the crew, yeah, they were out, but then they moved over to Q 97.1, yeah. And it was Q97 at the time, but so many
Right.
changes. Now it's Q97.1. And then I was also not able to come back. So then it took me a while to process it because I'm like, okay, so many changes. And I didn't really know what was happening. And so I was like, okay, so I think I'm going to probably have to focus in school. I have to figure out my career goals. Like, I didn't really have a plan coming into radio in the first place.
At
the time. So I'm like, okay, I don't have a plan out of radio now. And I've had fallen in love with it. Like, that was not on my list to even pursue.
It became one of your passions.
And it just became a passion of mine.
Wow.
And I think it was kind of destiny to get into this because I love people, for one, and I love my community. And I just love being a part of it and being involved in it. So then that happened. And this one day, when all hopes were lost about it, I was going into Johnson Rebel Pizza.
Okay.
And I think I've mentioned, or we've mentioned briefly this story on the radio. And I was going to Johnson Rebel Pizza and with some friends, and then all of a sudden, before I reach the door, I hear a very familiar voice, and it's Greg. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
I know. And this is where I truly believe fate is like so spot on. So I'm walking to the door, and then, obviously, the gentlewoman that I am, I open the door, and then it's Greg about to walk in, and he's like, Kimmie, hey. And I'm like, Greg, oh my God, what? So funny. Like, we're walking into Johnson Rebel
Where
Pizza.
you been?
Yeah, so he was like, hey, are you still, an intern at, so-and-so? And I was like, oh, no, because I don't know what's happening.
Transition.
And he was like, oh, I don't know if you heard, but we're also not there. And I'm like, oh, I didn't really hear about that, but now I did. And then he goes, well, if you're interested, we have, we're looking for interns if you want to check it out. And I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. Because I'm like, it's in Visalia. I don't know if I want to drive all the way over there.
Right.
Because at the time it was.
Yes.
And then I'm a full-time student at Fresno City College. And then I'm working 2 jobs plus a Telemundo internship. So I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit it, but do I really want this? How bad do I want it? And so I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. You know, that day went by and something just wasn't sitting right
Okay.
in my gut. I'm like, I have to tell him something. I have
was a
to
calling.
like reach out. It was a calling,
Yes.
literally a
Yes.
calling. So the next day I'm like, and you know, like it's that uncomfortable feeling. Have you ever felt that? Like
Yes.
when you're like, you're supposed to do this.
Your intuition
so like
is
act
like,
into it
right.
now.
Right.
And so it happened like the next day. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I texted Greg and I'm like, hey Greg, is that internship spot still open or available? Like I'm interested, you know? Because I had already made up my mind. Like I'm gonna drive to Visalia, 45 minutes here, and then I'm gonna head back, go to school, go to my job, this and that. Whatever I need to
ready.
do to get to do it. So he was like, okay, cool. And he was like, well, come tomorrow at this time so you can meet with the program director. And then he sent me the
Kimmie.
address. He sent me the address. I kid you not, this is how I know it's fate. He sent me the address 10 minutes away from where I was. I'm like, 10 minutes
Wow.
away? They had moved to downtown Fresno.
You serious?
Yes. So I'm like, this couldn't have been the most perfect time to like
Oh my goodness.
come to do this, right?
It's like all your fears.
It's
went
like,
away.
this is how I know it's like,
Right.
it's mine. Like,
Yes.
I have to go for it. And then after that, the rest is history. Obviously, I wasn't planning to get interviewed. I thought, oh, okay, he offered me the
It's
internship. I
great.
got it. I'm in there. Nope. I'm in my Uggs and sweats, freshly out of school. And then I go into the room with the program director. They interview me. And I'm like feeling not so confident because of my, attire.
Right.
And, but no, the program director was really cool. He was like, where'd you get this girl? Where'd you find her? And I'm like, okay, I finally said more than 2 words this time. Like, this is so cool, you know. I'm getting there.
Personality. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, after that, the rest is history. Greg and Dre have been amazing, incredible mentors. I did the
Man,
morning
shout
show
out,
with them
Shout out. Wow.
for 6 years. And then my midday show also.
Yes.
I've done it since 2014. So yeah,
Man, you've been at it.
I've been at it, yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, not
But it's
only
fate. It was fate,
100%.
definitely.
You know, I believe it was something that was always in your heart to
Yeah.
do. You was, seeking that opportunity. You put it out in the universe and it boomerang back.
And it's also like, I have a huge faith in God and
Yes.
my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I'm always like praying whenever I
Right.
feel like I'm stuck in a hole. I'm constantly praying, and my prayers get answered. Like if you've ever gotten down on your knees and just let it all out to find those answers,
Right.
literally like within a couple hours I've gotten those calls.
Yes.
Or the next day. Sometimes, yeah, it lasts a little longer, but when you're like at the end of the road, you get those answers like so fast. And I think that was one of them.
That's
Because I
a-
had prayed that day, I felt stuck, and then that happened.
That's amazing. I appreciate you sharing. I believe our listeners, those that are watching, I mean, to hear stories such as yours as, you conclude and talk about faith,
Yeah.
and how faith is what got you to your destiny.
To me, faith is so
continue to.
important.
Right.
It's so important. I mean, you can't walk this earth without faith,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
Like you hop on an airplane and you have
Right.
to have some type of faith
Right.
that someone's gonna get you to your next destination, right? So why can't you have that same faith in God?
Right, 100%.
It's like you can't see it, but you can feel it. And
Yes.
He has done so much in my life that there's nobody could ever tell me that there's no God out there.
And
Absolutely
we could
not.
see it. Man, you
Yeah.
came in here glowing.
Oh, thank
Man,
you.
so we appreciate you
you.
being a walking
I think
testimony.
it's the little
of that.
highlighter that I added,
Oh,
on,
okay.
on my cheek.
Okay. Man, we're going to give a shout out to Ralph for the makeup.
Thanks, Ralph.
So, Kimmie, man, again, we thank you so much for sharing that. And, your journey continues, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear, of course, you doing some traveling, and that traveling also consists of acting.
Yes.
Something that you study in school, a passion that you have. And, man, can you share with us about some of that acting you've done?
Absolutely. I mean, I think I started in a couple commercials locally, like Univision and Telemundo in Spanish. But I've always had a passion for film. getting into the film industry. And I've worked on some projects. I have a movie that's on Prime Video right now, State of Consciousness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was the lead
Wow.
on that, so that was like one of my big projects of, me being the protagonist and all that. So that was really cool to film.
I
And
have to log on.
the cast, the crew, everybody's amazing. Shout out the director, Marcus Spencer. So yeah, I'm actually working on another project with him right now.
Okay.
And we're filming this week. I don't know if I can mention much about it, but just a
Oh,
little shout out for
man.
them.
Hey, Marcus, give us a green light. Talk about your next project.
No, but he's amazing. The whole entire team that I've worked with, they're all great. And then I was blessed enough to also be on set in the Paramount Studios. I filmed for NCIS Origins.
Really?
Season 1, episode 9.
Okay.
So that was really cool.
Man,
I was kind of the bad guy, I guess, but I was the victim.
You?
I know,
Really?
right? I know.
Man, who did you?
Actually, those characters are so fun because they're like the opposite of me, I think.
Right.
I'm sure for
The
some
alter
people I'm a
ego.
bad guy. I don't know. I try not to be as much. No, just kidding.
So tell us, what character did you actually play?
So I was a victim, and then I
okay.
was a bad guy at the same time.
Wow. So you went out for vengeance, or?
So I
Were you a
was
vigilante?
trafficked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like this human trafficking thing, and I
Yes.
was trafficked. And then I was the girl who lured the other people to come with,
Okay.
and then also get trafficked. This is really
Understood.
bad. But yeah.
Man.
And then towards the
you
end.
went back and took out your.
Right.
I see.
I get interrogated.
Did you at least get away?
No. They captured me.
You were
Well, I guess-
convicted?
Okay, so I guess I did get away.
Okay.
Because I was a victim, right?
Right.
And that way I did get away. But then I
Okay.
was captured for luring these people in.
I see.
And then I was interrogated in that room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
It was really fun.
NCIS.
It was so fun to work with the cast.
Of
It was
course.
so cool. And they were all so nice, like so nice. But yeah, that was really a really fun experience, and I can't wait to go back and
I believe they're going to definitely
Do all
bring
that.
you back. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and just going back to Faith. I mean, Faith continues to take you along the journey that you've been looking to be on ever since you were at Computech. We're going to give a shout out to Computech.
Yeah, I know.
No, that 93706 is definitely producing some hits. So we
Right.
have Kimmie here from the 93706. 2 years, but we're going to take it.
I know. It's all good.
So, Kimmie, share
I love
with
the West
us
Side.
about what's the most memorable concert you hosted?
That's a really great question because I've done a couple of them.
Okay.
And I've interviewed so many great artists, but I think the most memorable, oh my gosh, I don't know. I would have to say like Kings of the West is really cool. Hip hop. I love hip hop. I've also done like Don't Fall in Love Fest
Okay.
with Fuerza Regida, so it's regional Mexican music.
Okay.
That was really cool because Lil Baby was on that lineup in San Bernardino. And the artist J.O.P. from Fuerza Regida, he's
Yes.
from there. So obviously he put on this concert
Okay.
for his community, which is super inspiring, by the way, because, what we do
amazing.
here in the community also, it's like all for the Central Valley, Fresno, and for the people who have supported our journey,
Right.
just like he did. So that was really cool because, like I said, the lineup was really hot.
Yes.
Sexy Red was there too, which is cool
Really?
because it's like cultures mixing together,
And see, we're here on For the Culture podcast with
Yeah.
Kimmie, bringing the culture to the people.
I love that.
Man, that's amazing. I mean, what a journey.
And
what a
Kodak
story.
Black was on it too. By the way, our interview went viral. Mine and Kodak Black's because he
I
was
believe
like,
it.
I'll like something about running for president, right, for Haiti. It was funny, really funny.
So you
But
guys
it's so
really
cool.
went into
Yeah.
that conversation. That had to be quite interesting.
We went at it, so that was a really fun interview, actually.
And I hear that you have relationships in regards to pageants.
I
If
do,
you could
yeah.
talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah. So I think that pageantry has always been like a dream of mine, and something about me too, for those who have followed my journey, is that whatever I set my mind to do, I go after. Um, I'm gonna work so hard for it too. Like I'm that person that I don't rest until I get something done. You
Oh,
know,
love
growth
it.
is everything, and pageantry was one of them. And I think when I heard, and it's so funny too because I don't know what it is, but like when I start to think about these things,
Yes,
suddenly I get an email from Miss California USA.
it come to fruition.
Suddenly. Like,
Wow.
I have no idea. I know that, our phones listen to us, but I
Yes.
didn't realize that in 2017 or 2016 they started doing that too. So maybe it's like you attract,
Yes, you're
you know.
magnetic. I think this
Yeah.
is a testimony in regards to with your
Probably.
relationship with God.
Amen.
Right.
Yes.
No, so true.
It's like this faith coming
Yes.
into light, I guess.
Right.
So I get this email from Miss California USA, and I'm like, oh, I think the year is this year. So I sign up and I go through the process. I get in. I'm one of the candidates. I'm
Oh.
representing San Joaquin Valley,
Okay.
the entire like Central Valley,
Yes.
basically. And then I'm in there, and
Wow.
yeah, I'm doing that in 2017. Me and my really good friend, may she rest in peace, Andrea Andrade. She also competed with me, and that was such a beautiful and special year because
Yes.
we were both like rooting for each other. We were like, let's
Yes.
bring it home. One of us has to bring it home.
Oh.
And it was so cool. And I think that year we didn't end up with a crown, both of us, but she got Miss Congeniality, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a really big prize. And I
Yes.
got Producer's Choice Award. So,
my
if it was up to the producers,
Right.
they would have. But that was really
That's
cool.
huge.
We got
That's
it
huge.
home.
Yes.
To us, we won. Like we had
you
brought it
definitely
home.
won.
And we put in so much work
Put Fresno on the map.
to compete
Yes.
during this pageant. It was really cool. And then both of us again, we competed for Miss Nuestra Belleza USA in 2018. And
you two were just tied to
we
the
were,
hip.
we were like, let's do this. And honestly, that's one thing about pageantry. It's sisterhood.
Yes.
And it's all about rooting for each other and being around these like-minded women.
Right.
All these women are so ambitious and hardworking and
Yes.
just beautiful inside and out. And
Right.
like if you were to be around those girls during
Oh,
that
man.
time, it's like everyone knows what they want.
Right.
And that's so beautiful. So yeah, we did that, and then we went to Vegas for this one. It's a
Oh,
national
really?
pageant. Yeah, it was the first year of it too, so that was really fun to experience.
Yes.
And yeah, I think one of my fond memories of her is like this. I got before these competitions, you get spray tanned to kind of look more. I don't know. Like you work hard for your abs and all, but you got to get that definition. I don't know what it is.
So you got sprayed.
We
up.
got sprayed. I got spray tanned, but I think they went a little, I don't know, too much.
Right.
And so she
Yeah,
was
you're
just
already naturally
making
tan.
jokes, and I was like, oh my god, this is so funny. But it was
You
really
got to
cool.
share one of her jokes.
Well, I don't know because I don't know. She was like,
She was capping.
what did she say? Oh my gosh. I think I like got behind one of my friends, and then I came out from behind her, and she was like, "Oh my God, you look like her shadow," and I'm like,
Right.
no. But it was like all in fun,
like,
you know.
oh,
She
of
was
course.
and after I rinsed it off, obviously, she was like, "Oh, you look so great," and that was really nice. But,
So,
it was
but you
like,
gotta have
that
fun
was like
in
the
those
joke
moments. Right.
of the day, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh
gosh."
my goodness! I'm glad that you were able to roll with the punches, didn't run back
Yeah,
in there and trying to scrub it off.
I know.
Right.
So we ended up having a great weekend. We both came home with the crown.
Okay.
She was competing for Mrs. California, the title, and I competed for Miss California.
Okay.
But obviously, I got Miss Nuestra Belleza USA. She got Mrs. Nuestra Belleza USA. So that was really beautiful.
Yes.
And
yes.
yeah,
And that was a lot of work. I know that was
was
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
work.
work.
Yeah, no doubt.
we went through a lot, but we conquered and we brought it home.
And we appreciate you
Yeah.
both for that.
And that's a
Yes,
great
sincerely.
experience to have. And I think that's something that I want to, tell the little girls who may be watching this. Like, you need to go after it. Because I had some people saying, like, no, just stick to radio, stick to your career,
Right.
stick to what you do best. And I'm like, but I want to do this. They're like, yeah, but if you don't win, like, it's
So
gonna
much more
be
to
kind of
give.
like embarrassing. And I'm like, so if I don't win, at least I know I did it. And
That's
I'm
true.
glad I
You got to
did.
try it.
I'm glad I did because I
Yes.
was like in my early 20s, and looking back now, I'm 32. I just turned 32.
Are you serious?
Yeah, last
Well, I
week.
think the viewers, we got a text here recently saying you just hit 21.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you.
Man,
I think
years
we're getting
roll
it.
back.
Listen, after you hit 30, that's all I've been hearing. Like, what? You look like you're 21. What? You look like you're 22. Thank you. I'm flattered, but I
Man.
know you're just messing with me.
No.
No, it's all good.
Oh
I
my
appreciate
goodness.
that.
Well, definitely
I
you
feel like I'm
are
21.
health conscious, right? That
Yeah.
reflects that.
Yeah.
And so, man, Kimmie, of course, recent Fresno State grad.
Yeah.
Wow, huge. I mean, again, another, milestone in your life
Milestone.
that you continue to
Yes.
strive for. So, what did you graduate and major in?
Well, I got my BA finally
Okay.
in film and media arts.
Okay.
In the mass communications and journalism department. So that's really cool. And that's another thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I think this adds up to like everything that I've done. Like I've always just wanted to finish school.
Yes.
I didn't get to. I
Right.
went to Fresno City College, but I didn't get my BA. And that didn't sit right with me all these years. I was like, I want to do it for me. I want to do
Yes.
it for my son now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
We're going to get into that.
yeah, yes. and I was like, I have to do it one way or the other. Like I have to finish one day. And it was another calling.
Yes.
Because I was living in Los Angeles at this time.
Okay.
And then again, I get down on my knees and I start to pray when I feel really stuck.
Yes.
Because I don't hear the answers, and I think it's God telling me like, talk to me.
Right.
Talk to me.
So true.
What you want, girl?
So
I
true.
got you. No, really, he comes
Man,
through.
this is some wisdom here. That is so true.
He comes through.
Right.
And so I, got down on my knees again. I was going through a very tough time. That was a very tough time in my life. And I was like, what do I do? Like, I had this feeling like I need to call Fresno City College and I need to finish that class that I didn't get to finish. And so a voice told me, because I was just sitting on, like outside the window, and a voice told me like, call Fresno City College right now, enroll in that class, and then get an online class and then finish through there. So I ended up hitting up Fresno City College, and they enrolled me in that class. But now it turns out that I didn't have one class left. I had like 3 other classes left because they
Okay.
added it to my major. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. Like, do they ever want me to finish school at this point? Like, I'm dragging.
Right.
Help-
You're trying to get in
help a
and out
girl
like the
out.
burger spot, right?
Seriously. And so, yeah, I mean, they ended up enrolling me in that. And then I'm like, well, I can't do all 3. I have a child, a baby that I got to take care of, and I can't do 3. It's too much. So I'm like, let's just do 1 at a time, 1
Okay.
each semester. I got that out of the way, and then the next semester I did that also, and then I moved back to Fresno, so I finished my last semester here.
Nice.
I got my associate's degree in communications, and then for transfer,
Yes.
and then I was like, okay, let me enroll Fresno State. I got accepted. And then after that, I think it was like 2024, fall of 2024.
Okay.
I did it for my 2 years. I did winter classes. I took summer classes. I did full time.
Wow.
And I finished.
We're back on faith.
And I even checked another thing off my bucket list. See, I'm just
Uh-oh.
checking things off my bucket list right now. I studied abroad. I always wanted to study abroad.
Where did you go?
I went to Taormina, Sicily, in
Ooh.
Italy, for 2 weeks. I know. I wish I would have done a whole semester. That would have been so beautiful. But
Yes.
I'm a mom. I'm a mom first. And even though I wanted to check this off my bucket list, I was like, I can't be away from my son that long,
Right.
So I did it, and it was the best experience I've ever done. And I totally recommend any like college students
Yes.
to study abroad. Get out of here and like
That's so important.
learn different
important.
cultures, different languages. It
Yes.
was beautiful. The people there was amazing. And honestly, I feel like I eventually want to retire in Italy. Like that's my
I could
place.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean,
CC.
fresh air,
I
great
know.
fresh food.
Beautiful. Oh,
Yes. Scenery.
I love Italian food.
Yes.
Pasta's the best. So.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So you have a son.
I do.
And, as we continue to have this conversation with Kimmie, one thing that stands out the most is, walking with faith.
Amen.
And how, of
Yes.
course, you getting through while facing
Yeah.
adversity, right?
Yes.
And so, I think like all the moms out there
Yeah.
would love to hear from someone that's done it. How did you balance, work, school, and family?
Well, it definitely takes a village.
Yes.
That's like first and foremost. It takes a village to raise a child. And
Yes.
I mean, I have the support from my mom
Shout
a
out
lot.
to moms.
Shout out moms.
Man.
And of course, like I try not to put a lot of like I don't want to say burdens because they're not really burdens. A lot of like my stuff on her. Because at the end of the day, obviously she has her life. So
Yeah. She
I
raised you to be independent.
Yeah,
Right.
I carry it all.
Yes.
But when I do feel like it's really heavy on me, then I'm like, Mom, can you help out? Like,
Yes.
and she's like, okay, yeah, I'll be there. And shout out to her for that.
Wow.
So I think
That's huge.
that's a really big deal, and I'm very blessed with that because I know a lot of women don't have that support system, and I truly feel for them because it's not easy to raise a child while trying to pursue your career and working in this industry especially.
True.
But I think in the beginning also I felt just that mom guilt that I had because I have to leave my child
Yes.
for like a couple days sometimes so that I can go travel and work on some things because this is part of my career. Although I don't do
But
it
you're
as
being a
much.
role model as well.
Exactly. So
Yes.
that's another thing. So
Yes.
that's another thing that I had to like pep talk myself into.
Yes.
And then I
You're
also
showing-
I had a ton of conversations with women friends who are in the industry and are doing it. And to me, they're like, I look up to them so much because they're powerful women. They're, they persevere. They're resilient, and that's who I consider myself to be.
Yes.
Obviously now, because I had to pep talk myself into that a lot. I went through postpartum depression.
Oh, wow.
So literally, I can confidently say 5 years later,
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like myself, but better than who I was before. Because my son's 5.
Wow.
So it took those 5 years
Yes.
to finally feel like I'm bouncing back to a better me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It took a lot of pep talk, like I said, a lot of like talking to women in the industry,
Yes.
and a lot of conversations with my mother also because it's hard to,
Oh, no
as a
doubt.
Latina,
No doubt.
like
No
a
doubt.
Mexican mom with
Yes. The pride.
the pride,
Right.
and it's like you wanted to have kids, so
Yeah.
take care of your child,
Right.
and I'm like. Yes, Mom, definitely.
Yeah.
Of course I am. But to be able to be a provider for my
Yes.
son and to be a provider for you too, like,
Yes.
we have to work together and we are a team. I am a single mother, so we have to be a team. And
Yes.
in a way I co-parent with her. Right?
Right.
Because it's like
Right.
I have to text her like, Mom, can you pick up my son today? I can't make
Yes.
it from school. And Mom, can you, take him to practice,
Right.
soccer practice, and she's like, okay, well, I work today, so I can't. I'm like, okay, I'll take him with me to work then. So my son does come to work with me a lot.
That's a
And
blessing
a
to
lot.
be able to take your son with you, right?
Yes, absolutely.
To have a work environment that embraces
Man,
that.
like, you have no idea. Sometimes I get in my car and I just cry, but like full of gratitude. Full of gratitude and full of, I don't know what that word is. It's like, oh my God. Like, I guess full of grief in a way too,
Yes.
because I grieve for the mothers who don't have like
Right.
that same.
That village, that support.
Yeah, and
that
so it's
support.
like, and it breaks my heart because I feel like I
The
could
empathy,
do more for them
yes,
too.
yes.
But it's like I also
And
have
you
to
are.
do stuff.
You
Yeah.
are. I mean, you are today. I guarantee you are touching someone
Yeah, I hope
today
so.
that is going through that or have been through that,
I hope so.
that are seeking answers, to
Yeah.
those questions. And, we so appreciate, that this conversation has
you.
started with the foundation of faith, because through it all, that's what got you through.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
True. And I know your son is proud of you, and I know he admires you. I know
Thank
your
you.
mom
Yeah.
is happy of the young lady that she helped raise,
Oh,
and
yeah.
understanding that it takes a village.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's really what it's all about, is, creating an environment, having that nucleus.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it took my mom a while, though. I'm not gonna lie, it did, because when I first started in this industry as an intern,
Yes.
obviously it's unpaid hours and long hours, and
Huge sacrifices.
yeah. I mean, it was getting to the point where it's like I was asking her for like $20, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I haven't ate today, mom, can I borrow $10? It started there, and like now I feel like I'm blessed enough to be able to give back.
Yes.
And like it's gotten to that, but it took a long journey, a long journey. But yeah, and also like being able to, I mean, she's my biggest fan. She's like my number one fan, right? And my son's starting to become my number one fan too.
Yeah.
He's like, "Go, mommy!" And it's so cute. When I graduated, he was like, "Go, mommy!" So I can
Oh
hear that
my
in the
God.
background, yeah, from
Man,
the videos.
that definitely humbled you. I
Oh
know,
my
right?
God, you've
right.
no
That broke
idea.
you down, right?
When oh my gosh, yes. When
Yes.
I was in line about to
Yes.
go up on stage to
Right.
grab my diploma,
Right.
he's like, "Mommy, go, mommy!" And he was like waving, so excited. So I was like, "Okay, I have my makeup. Don't smear my mascara. I gotta get on stage right now." No, it's really cool.
Wow. It's always good to be reminded
Yes.
that,
Yes.
hey, mom, I'm paying attention. I see you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see you, and I see why you're
Thank
doing
you.
it.
Thank
And
you.
it's going to encourage him to be greater.
Yeah, and I
Right.
think that's another thing too, like as a parent, especially a lot of parents that I know who are not in this industry but work
Right.
long hours.
Yes.
It's you're being a role model to your child, and I had to unlearn my way of thinking of like, oh, but I'm not there. I'm such a horrible mother. Like I'm not there as much. But now I'm thinking like, my son is so proud of me. I get home and he's like,
Yes.
"Mom, how was work?" He's excited. And
It's a 5-year-old,
it's a
everyone.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, because I'm constantly talking to him. I'm constantly showing him what I do for work. And he's like, "Oh, that's so cool." And I realize that now it's like I'm being a role model for him, and I want him to
Yes.
be great. And as a parent, you want your kids to be better than you.
Right. True.
And it's like this is showing him that like you can still go after your dreams no matter what.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, I come home to him and
Yes.
it's like, we watch movies together. It's like a snuggle, and
Right.
he's with me like 24/7. So that's the blessing.
The bond.
Yes, the bond that we have. So
No, that's amazing. God work in mysterious ways.
Amen.
And a blessing came through you, right?
amen.
Right. And
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
he's
and
my biggest blessing.
yes.
Yeah.
And it seems that, this 5-year-old has
Yeah.
a heart, of a man, and he's
Yeah.
constantly encouraging his mom and, embracing her, showing empathy and
He's
so
seen me
forth.
breaking down a couple times, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And at first, I would hide. I would
Yes.
hide so he won't see me. But then I realized, like, I'm like, no, I think it's important for him to see the vulnerable side
Yes,
of a
true.
human,
That's true.
so he could understand the emotions that we go through.
That's true.
And sometimes I cry tears of joy, and I'm
Right.
like, oh, these are happy tears. These are happy tears. It's okay to have happy tears. It's okay to feel like you're feeling something so powerful that it makes you cry, but you're happy.
Yes.
And he's starting to understand that
That's
as a
amazing.
5-year-old. Yeah.
That is amazing. Kimmie, is there any words of encouragement that you would like to tell a mother that may be going through what you've been through? Any words that you like to share?
Short and sweet, it's gonna get better. It will get better, short and sweet. Because at the moment you feel like your world is tumbling down, I was there for years. I'm telling you, 5 years. It's been 5 years where I'm starting to feel like myself, but you feel like you're in a deep, like really, really dark hole that you can't get yourself out of. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. And prayer got me
Right.
through so much. thinking that it's going to get better, being positive, staying optimistic, and finding a hobby too.
Yes.
Because when I would feel down, I would just take a walk. Sometimes I would just sit out and like focus on the leaves of the tree and like the way they move and like how green they are. And it's like, just be grateful, like have gratitude that you're here another day. If you need help, there's a lot of resources that you can reach out to find help. Right. I know daycares are so expensive, and trust me,
right.
I know. But there are resources to find help in that, and try to get a breather, try to get some time for yourself. If you have to hide in the restroom, because I've done this so many times, I still do this so many times, go in your restroom. Crying is so important. After a good cry, you feel so much better. And I think that's.
we so appreciate that, and we appreciate the courage. That from within for you to come and share this story. Many of us just know the fun, the funny, the comedian, the actress, and so forth. But our listeners, of course, our viewers have now learned that you also have your journey. You also have your story.
Amen.
And how, of course, you are a walking testimony to many.
Thank you. And
so, Ms. Kimmie, is there anything that you would like to share with the audience today that's watching any upcoming events?
I do a lot of interviews. I'm pretty much in LA a lot, hosting shows.
I guess I'm gonna have to go to LA
every
get
weekend.
Right?
I feel like I have I interview a lot of amazing artists every other weekend. So stay tuned for those on YouTube. You can find my social media at Kimberly KJM on Instagram. And TikTok at Kimberly Marquez, Snapchat at
Jot
Kimberly
that
KJM.
down, everyone.
Right, right. And oh gosh, I am just so grateful. And thank you so much for having me on your podcast. This is so great that you have this for the community.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here with you guys. Thank you.
No, we thank you. And before you leave, I would like to just ask you, is there anything that you would like to see different or for the culture in Fresno?
Different? Oh, man. I do feel like, as a Fresno community, we have to come together. We have to represent everywhere I go personally, and shout out Ralph too.
Talk about it.
Yeah, it's putting Fresno on the map individually, because so many of us, Fresno has so much talent. Each one of us, we can make something powerful. There's no competition between us. There's no who's better, who's up here, who's not. It's all about, it's a community. And everywhere I go, when people ask me, oh, where are you from? Fresno. Oh, Fresno. Yeah, I heard about Fresno. And it's so cool to hear that people know where Fresno is.
Right.
And slowly it's starting to get there. Because some people that I talk to, they're like, oh, where's Fresno at? And I'm like, oh, it's up north, right in the middle of LA and the Bay, literally. Right. So they're like, oh, I got to check it out. And it's so cool. It takes just one person to spread it to another person. If you can just inspire, if I can just inspire one person, that's,
so can each.
That's all I would feel so grateful. Yeah.
We are the 5th largest city in the state.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
And there's so much too.
Yes,
so yeah.
True.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Oh, well, we thank you for coming and appreciate you. And shout out to Mom and your amazing son. And we ask that they continue to be the light and energy that you see.
For the culture. I'm a big fan of culture.
For
the culture.
Yeah,
my God.
Shout out to Culture for the Culture podcast.
Type.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Be there or be square.
Hey.